There we go. Just part of the way back now from the castle. Hope you enjoy it. Short little trail. This is obviously not. I've been to, most of Costa Blanca. This is the first time in Costa del. Maybe there are great, what they called the vineyards. I don't see any in the hills there or anything like that. Plenty of olives and oranges and stuff. Worth it just to get the view, isn't it? So going back down the base now. Look into the distance. That's it. No vehicles have come up here recently. So this will be a shortish sort of YouTube rather than a reel. You know, the reels you can put on Facebook a couple of minutes maximum. Be a shortish. Maybe little paths leading up back up to the top of the castle. So I set off today. I got here after having something to eat at my place. Walked down to the castle entrance where I did the fortress, and now the castle. Started at about half 10. Started taking my time. Obviously it's steep, and there's young people on there saying, oh, be careful, it's steep. Yeah, well, I'm just glad I didn't have a heart attack. So yeah, it was great. And it's like, what time is it now? It's 5 to 3. So it's great. And like I say, I've been to a cafe, had a coffee, assessed it, because I'll have something like tapas and a beer somewhere else, but with the coffee thing I can then sum up which I thought was the nicest. On the Costa Blanca, it had to be all the way to what was the name of it? I'll bring it up another time. It was a city centre, really sort of all Spanish people there. And the coffee, I just immediately had another one. Like an addiction. How can you be addicted from one coffee? So that made up my mind. There's plenty of near ones to that, but Calpe, or Calp. It's got like a miniature Rock of Gibraltar there on the beach. Superb. Yeah. And it was a good coffee. At the cafe, but the best one was when I went to the Botanic Gardens. There's a cafe near there. Well, it's a long walk still from when you get off the bus. It's 15 minutes or so, but fortunately there's a cafe there. I enjoyed the coffee. It was an Americano and it was perfect. Coffee with less, so sometimes I have that with milk. But it was perfect with the sort of like Spanish breakfast roll I had. Looks like a Newfoundland dog. Nice dog. And there's this is the fortress now. That's not the castle. I can't remember its name. So I'll just have to find something to do in the next few hours. Certainly going to stop for something to eat. Oh, is that the tunnel we're referring to? Yeah, it probably is. I'm not going to go back to this tunnel. That's another tunnel that then goes under that goes under the fortress. Now, can I get out? Of course I can. See how I asked the guy at the other end whether I could go through. Yeah. Yeah, that's the tunnel. There's a reference on the signpost that I saw. I'll go a bit further. You know, I'll curse myself if something interesting turns up. Unusual sort of bar or something like that. Could be a classic car. You get anything you can possibly imagine or not imagine. It's the joy of it. it'll be a cantina. Little cantina. A guy, tall guy in black, walks up to the bar and then decides to strike his match on the back of this bandit. That was a Western. That's not going to happen. Lee Van Cleef. Yeah. I think that's it, don't you? Of the local, what do you call it, community? They're watching me, spying. So they just see a harmless senior gentleman from England. And that's exactly what I am, sadly, you know. Oh, and that tunnel, it could be there. It is. So it is right. Let's go and point out the fact. See, I'm so glad. Just about worked out what I'm doing now. Might be able to see it from the wall. But we'll come into a view in a minute. So there's a tunnel, there's another little one there. Yeah, I'm planning to do another walk around the heart, well, many times. And then I thought I've got a liking to a tunnel, but it's pedestrianised and I like it. Yeah, that's it. So that's a good reference point to finish on. Up that way is back to where I am in the Victoria region. And this is heading towards the cathedral, town centre, market. And as an alternative, you go along there and there's some gardens as well that lead to the harbour, and you can come back by this tunnel, as you will see, that passes underneath the fortress, which is also part of the castle. I'll just zoom in on that, eh? Can you see that? That's it. Well, thank you for joining me, and adios.